Have you checked the children? That was the question. Every single time he called. Not, hello, not, who is this? Just, have you checked the children? I thought it was a prank the first time. By the fifth call, I was no longer thinking that. Because by the fifth call, I knew exactly where he was calling from. My name is Olivia Brandt. I was 19 years old, a college student in Salem, Massachusetts. I babysat on weekends for extra money. The Whitfield family had hired me 3 times before. 2 kids, Tommy, age 7, Lily, age 4. Sweet kids, easy job, good pay. October 19th, 2019, a Saturday night. The Whitfields were attending a wedding 2 hours away. They would not be home until after midnight. I arrived at 6 p.m. Large old farmhouse, outside the main town, surrounded by woods. Beautiful during the day. Very different at night. I put the kids to bed by 9 p.m., read them a story, tucked them in, turned off the lights. Then I went downstairs to watch television. The house was quiet. Old houses make sounds, settling, creaking. I didn't think anything of it. At 10:47 p.m., the landline rang. I almost didn't answer it. Old farmhouse phone, heavy receiver, loud ring. I picked it up. Hello? Silence. Then a man's voice, low, calm, almost flat. Have you checked the children? I laughed nervously, told him he had the wrong number, hung up. I went back to the couch, tried to focus on the television, but something about that voice bothered me. So flat, so calm, so certain. At 11:15 p.m., the phone rang again. This time I answered with more confidence. Who is this? This is a private residence. Silence again. Then, have you checked the children? I hung up immediately. My hands were shaking. I told myself it was a coincidence, a prank caller who just happened to repeat the question. But I went upstairs anyway. Checked on Tommy, sleeping peacefully. Checked on Lily, sleeping peacefully. Everything was fine. I went back downstairs, sat closer to the phone this time, just in case. 11:52 p.m. The phone rang a third time. I answered slowly. What do you want? The same flat voice, the exact same words. Have you checked the children? This time, I noticed something, a sound in the background of his call, faint, but there. The same television show I was watching. I muted my TV immediately. The sound on the phone stopped at the exact same moment. I called the Whitfields immediately. No answer. They were probably still at the reception. I called 911, told the operator everything. She told me to stay calm, stay on the line, lock all the doors. I locked the front door, the back door, every window on the first floor. At 12:08 a.m., the phone rang again. The 911 operator told me to answer it. Keep him talking. They were tracing the line. I picked up the receiver, my voice barely above a whisper. What do you want from me? Silence. Then, I don't want anything from you. I want you to check the children. I stayed on the line with the 911 operator. Heard typing, heard her talking to someone else. Then her voice came back. Different now. Tighter, more urgent. Olivia, I need you to listen very carefully. We traced the call. It's coming from inside the house. I could not move. I could not breathe. Get out of the house right now. Police are 3 minutes away. Do not go upstairs. Just get out. But the children were upstairs. I could not just leave them. I ran up the stairs anyway, heart pounding so hard I could feel it in my throat. Tommy's door. Closed. I threw it open. Empty. Bed messy. Window open. No Tommy. Lily's room next. Door open. Empty. I screamed their names, ran down the hallway. Then I heard it. A sound from the closet at the end of the hall. The closet I had never even noticed before. I threw it open and found both children, hiding inside, terrified. Tommy had his arm around his sister. There's a man in the house, he whispered. He came in through my window. He told us to hide. He said he was going to come back for us. Police arrived 90 seconds later. I had locked us all in the closet by then. Phone pressed to my ear. 911 operator still on the line. Officers searched the entire house. Every room, every closet, every space large enough for a person. They found him in the basement. A man named Carl Whitlock, 37 years old. He had been hiding in the basement for 2 hours. He had entered through Tommy's bedroom window while I was downstairs watching television. He had moved the children quietly to the closet, threatened them into silence, then gone back downstairs to a basement extension of the same landline to make his calls. He had been watching that house for weeks, learning the family's schedule, waiting for a night when they would be gone. waiting for a babysitter to be alone. When police asked him why he made the calls, why he didn't just take the children immediately, he said only, "I wanted her to feel it first. I wanted her to know I was already inside before she figured it out." Carl Whitlock was sentenced to 30 years. I never babysat again. I still cannot hear a landline ring without my entire body freezing. If you are ever babysitting and you receive a strange call asking about the children, check the house, every room, before you answer that phone again. Because sometimes the most terrifying question is not who is calling, it is where they are calling from. Sleep well. And if stories like this keep you up at night, you are not alone. Subscribe for more horror stories. Every week, new story, new nightmare. See you in the dark.